And now we're having Minister of Public Works, the Honorable Bishop Juan Edghill, with us. Minister, welcome.
Thank you and good evening.
Good evening. A lot of monies have been proposed for roads and bridges. You know, we are all well aware of the administration's commitment to the development of Guyana, the infrastructural development of Guyana. Let's speak about some of those major projects that we'll be seeing rolling out this year once budget is approved.
Well, I would like to begin by commending my colleague, Dr. Ashni Singh, and his team for producing what could be best described as a historic, a budget that will definitely lay the foundation for the transformation of Guyana. The Ministry of Public Works have a major task ahead of it. We have to support every other sector, ensuring that there is access, there is connectivity, there is resilience in our sea defenses to ensure that agriculture could go on uninterrupted, even though we are facing the threat of climate change, ensuring safety in our skies, ensuring that people could get to the interior and back out. Produce can be moved to the various regions by way of our ferries. People could get to work and get home with reduced travel time. And of course, safety for pedestrians. As we support all of the various things that are happening in health, in education, in housing and water, in ICT. So I'm exceptionally pleased that we were able to find the fiscal space to give to what needs to be done to enhance that vision. You would recognize that the allocations to the Ministry of Public Works represents more than 100% increase over 2021. And it's not just about doing what we've been talking about. New things are being done. We're going to be building the bridge across the Corentyne River. And that would see improved traffic, not just of cars and canters, but haulers and trailers. So we have to upgrade that entire road from Palmyra to Molson Creek. Budget 2022 provides for that. Yes, we are talking about building the road Linden to Mabura, but the road don't stop at Mabura. It goes all the way to Lethem. And the intent is to cross the Takatu into northern Brazil. So Budget 2022 provides a framework for us to be able to do the bridges, move them from timber bridges into concrete bridges from Kurukupari to Lethem. The Linden-Soesdijk Highway has been around for a long time. We have done sectional repairs. We know there are now sections that are basically failing. Monies have been provided for the upgrade of the entire Linden-Soesdijk Highway. We are talking about building the road and linking Ogle to Tamiri with new highways. While we are pursuing the new highway, Budget 2022 provides for an upgrade of the road from Diamond to Tamiri. The build out of the new areas that we have already put the alignments in, the Schoonard Road, the Del Conte Road, and more importantly, for our hinterland brothers and sisters, significant sums put in for hinterland airstrips. There are times when the weather is so bad that planes can't land because of the condition of the airstrip. that leads to immediate hardships. The prices of food go up, cost of living go up in those areas. Those communities will be able to have levels of predictability. It will be safer because provision is made for the upgrades of those hinterland airstrip. Our sea defenses, we know how important that is, sea and river defenses. Significant sums have been allocated. And President Ali must be commended because as a visionary leader, with the support of the Vice President and his cabinet, he is not just talking about building things alone, but he's also talking about beautifying Guyana. $3 billion have been allocated in budget 2022 to improve the aesthetics, the appearances of Guyana. So things like what is happening on Lamaha Street could be replicated across the country. We could see our highways not just merely with hard surfaces and lights and traffic lights, but with more things that beautify, perhaps trees. You see, we have already done the removal of the grass from the mound and the medians, I should say. And we're now putting in hard surfaces. That takes the animals off of the road. Once you have grass growing in the middle of the road, the animals come out to feed. And you know, once there are animals on the road, what happens? So it's not just building things, but we must build and we must beautify. And I think that is a good thing. Of course, I don't even want to touch the measures. The fact that we're going to be able to get reduction in the excise tax and the VAT off of trucks, it's one of the things that will ease road damage. Because remember, this is a measure that will benefit trucks of any tonnage. So rather than people buying single axle trucks and try to put all that weight on it, or a double axle truck and trying to put all the weight on it, they'll be able to buy bigger trucks because the excise tax is off, the VAT is off, and we'll be able to get better weight management on our roads. So not only will the vehicles last longer, but we anticipate that our roads will also last longer, which is an issue that I've been talking about for a long time, and I'm happy that it is now implemented so people can continue to make the excuses because we now have to get them into compliance. Overall, I am satisfied that the welfare of the people of Guyana are taken care of. The welfare, the individual, the vulnerable, the young professional who's trying to gain his own home, the person who's looking for jobs, the small businesses have been addressed, the various sectors that are projected to grow. So there could be an expansion of the employment opportunities. So not only the budget speaks to job employment, but it speaks to job creation so that people could actually get employed. So I'm quite happy about what came out here this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Minister Edghill, and we look forward to hearing from you during the budget debates. Thank you.
Thank you.